Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from February the 10th to February the 16th. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com. andyhoro9 @gmail.com. Sunday the 10th, for you coming from Capricorn, is not a very good morning-afternoon period. There's a lot of ego display and there's a lot of problems regarding how your tolerance is for others and how the ability to work with others in teamwork as well. So you've got to realize that you cannot afford to take control on this morning-afternoon, because if you do, you're not going to get things right and you're only going to get the blame. So be adaptable, be flexible. Somebody else should do the planning and you'll feel better. Evening nightfall turns wonderful. You're going to be rewarded and you're going to have something very good happen for you. So whatever your plans are, think about how you can get the betterment, whether it's mixing with the people you work with or the people you do business with, or looking for the new romance, or just being out with your family members. Is going to be one very good evening nightfall period. Monday the 2nd is going to be very difficult in the morning and afternoon period, especially for you coming from Capricorn. So what happens is that emotional issues are on your mind, and because of that you may have trouble to focus on what's important in job and in business, and because of that you'll get into trouble because deadlines may go broken. So repeat to yourself these 3 words: logic, facts and figures, so that you forget about the emotionalism, come back to reality to get your job done. Also at your place of work you'll have plenty of trouble, or in business as well. Things will go wrong very quickly, and basically it's the emotional side of you which is too active. So you have to depend on facts and figures to really get yourself doing well. Wherever you are, emotional issues are going to trouble you, making you moody, making you oversensitive, making you very changeable, and that's not good for partnerships. Evening nightfall, be careful. You can be let down, disappointed, you could even be cheated. And these problems are basically seen in the evening nightfall. Be very conscious that the people you mix with are not bad, because I can see that either too much drinking or doing other things which are bad is very possible to attract you in the evening nightfall period. So be choosy of the company you are going to keep and drive carefully. Be careful that you can have accidents, either you're drinking too much or you're just not very happy. So it's an evening full of trouble. So do you want to go there? If you don't, then you just go back home. But if you have to be out, first thing is to be very fussy about the company you keep. And secondly is, whoever you are with, don't share your personal problems with them. Tuesday the 12th, very difficult for you morning and afternoon. Bosses are against you at work. Business side, you find disagreeability. The inability to somehow move forward to find progress is very difficult. So what do? Well, look for teamwork. You got to be part of a team at your place of work, so that if things go wrong, you are not singularly being pointed out for blame. And in business, you have to be careful. This tendency of wanting expansion or wanting to move ahead at any cost should not be allowed, because whatever you plan to do and your decision making in business, you are not on the right track. So again, teamwork. Ask somebody else to take charge and you'll be much safer. Evening nightfall, very good. Long-term planets are there and they are trying to find you solutions as to how the difficulties you have been facing in the earlier part of the day. And you're going to have long-term issues coming under your control. In fact, whoever you meet evening session or nightfall session, you're going to have them as long-term friends or long-term associates. So you've got to be very careful how you deal with people. These planets of the early morning which took away your self-confidence will also be there, and you will be also lacking self-confidence in the evening nightfall period. So determine yourself to show your best and be materialistic. If it's the job you want to improve, go to where the people can help you in job. If it's the business, then go to the business people, go out with them. If it's just having fun, then go out and have fun with whoever you are. but I would say mixed business and pleasure, because a lot can be gained in the evening nightfall period. Let's go to Wednesday the 13th, and it starts very well, it's going to end very well. You've got 24 hours of good luck. Morning, very fast planets are seen, and these are the planets of goodness, bringing you goodness unexpectedly. How great is that? So it's an exciting morning, afternoon period. Show off your skills, communicate, ask favors, whether in job, whether in business, you're going to highlight things. And even if you're out on a holiday, you will still be very lucky, because unexpected issues come in a favorable way. Evening nightfall, even better. Now the planets of determination are there, and these planets are going to make you very lucky for what you want. One or two of these planets are over-determined to get what you want. So take the soft approach with these planets. Use words which are soft, the tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft, and you'll be able to get much better in the evening nightfall period. But you're going to get a handful of really good surprises in the nightfall period, so dress well and look good. Thursday the 14th, a very good morning, afternoon. The planets of communication, the planets of marketing skills are at their best. You could charm a bird off the tree, chase for the romance you want. Many business planets are there in the morning, afternoon. So whether in job, whether in area of business, tell yourself to concentrate on how you can use communication to improve yourself and to bring yourself into the limelight. It's very possible that your popularity can become very strong in the morning, afternoon period. Evening nightfall, be careful. The planets of arrogance are there. In fact, one of these planets of the evening nightfall, arrogant one, will be there in the morning as well. So watch out you don't show your arrogance. Evening nightfall, if I were you, I'll be very careful who I'm seen with, because somehow blame is coming over something or another. And you'll be in a company where you're either going to get the blame or you're either going to be pushed around. And you will be a person who will retaliate because of your ego planets. So I see trouble there in the evening nightfall period. Go back to the safety of your own home. But if you have to be out, improve your tolerance, improve your teamwork, and you should be doing much better. Friday the 15th is a very lucky morning and afternoon period for you. Everything you say and do goes down very well. The chances of you attracting plenty of good luck is also there. And you'll be very lucky in whatever you try to do. So tell yourself in the morning, afternoon, your creativity levels are going to be very high. Promote yourself, promote what you can do at your place of work. Show off your capabilities in business. Talk to your partners or talk to people you can get good contracts or good contacts with. You're going to be very rewarded. Evening, nightfall, not good. Emotionalism takes place and you are down. You are very changeable, you are very moody, you are very oversensitive. You have lost control over yourself and you're very unhappy for some reason. And so tell yourself, evening, nightfall, be choosy of the company you keep. Perhaps it's the company that gives you all these complexes. And be careful that trying to make decisions in the evening, nightfall will be very difficult. So be choosy of the people you're with, because you could be bullied into doing things. Not a good evening, nightfall at all. Saturday the 16th, a totally bad day for you, I'm afraid to say. Morning, afternoon, you'll be disappointed, you'll feel cheated, you'll feel let down, you can have accidents. Accidents could be verbal, physical, they could be mental. And so you're a very unhappy person of being let down. Fathom why. Ask yourself, are you in the wrong company in the first place? And you don't want to take charge, you don't want to organize anything, because the plan is that whatever you do must fail or must go wrong. So let others take the lead, let others take charge. And be careful, avoid anything of a secretive nature. And tell yourself that anything of a secret nature is something that you don't want to go near. And tell yourself to stay away from the sea as well in this morning, afternoon period. So many things can go wrong. Evening, nightfall seems to be even worse. Now seriously, you have to be careful who you're out with. And be careful your stubbornness, your domination, and this tendency of these secret planets around. So you'll have a lot of problems in the evening, nightfall of things going very wrong. So avoid issues. Try not to take charge. Don't want to control anybody. Be supportive, be appreciative for the sake of having no trouble in this evening, nightfall period. and you will be able to do much better. Evening nightfall, drive carefully. In fact, drive carefully throughout the whole day. And evening nightfall, avoid people that you feel are somehow intimidating you. Well, I'm already having a 90-minute session, and in this 90 minutes, I'll be able to talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years. And I'll have your date of birth, I'll have your time of birth, I'll have your look at your palms. With this information, I'll be able to cover all areas for you in your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I'll give you your lucky personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. Your lucky colors, your lucky days. I have a lot of information given to you. So I've given you my email, andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, @gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.